So students, after a long time, I welcome you to GAME, Gross and Microscopy Explained. But this game has got a twist in it. I hope you people will relish it. The topic that we deal with is multiple myeloma. It has already been dealt with in rats. I would advise you people to kindly go back to it. But the message for the day is chart. The practical questions for the students can be in the form of gross specimens, in the form of slides, or it can be instruments, etc. Also, there is an entity called chart. Each student will be provided with a history and maybe a series of pictures and laboratory values or photographs with which the student is supposed to make a diagnosis. A 55-year-old male, he has got a vague back pain and also developed retention of urine. And the hematological findings were 9 grams of hemoglobin and 110 millimeters per hour of ESR. There is a picture like this that may be given to the students. In this, I am able to see multiple cells of a similar morphology. There is a slight variation in the size, but at one look, I can say, tell me your friend, I'll tell who you are. Most of the cells are ovoid. They have got an eccentric nucleus. They have got a perinuclear halo, and the cytoplasm is somewhat grayish blue. Also, if I'm very careful, I'll be able to observe some kind of a rouleau formation of the RBCs in the background. And this will be the normal history. Any of this can be given to you people or may be asked as questions. What can be the complications? And we are supposed to mention pathological factors, recurrent infection. There can be loss of the sensory and the motor nerves. And there can be a retention of the protein. This also can be part of the chart. Either all the pictures may be given or some may be given. You people are supposed to explain them. In this one, in the skull, I am finding multiple small and large lytic lesions or well punched out lesions. Very, very classical of multiple myeloma. And when the protein is sent for electrophoresis, serum protein, I find that there is a segregation. After all, the function of the electrophoresis is to segregate the different components. And the gamma globulin or the myeloma protein is found to be present. Sometimes there can even be a reversal of the albumin globulin ratio. The urine will be showing this kind of changes. This is a normal urine of the patient, and when heated, you find that there is a proteinaceous precipitate, which can be seen by means of this cloudy appearance. On heating it further up to 100 degrees, it almost disappears. And on cooling it again, it reappears when it reaches 60 degrees centigrade. All this heating must be done in a water bath and not against a flame. And this is called the urine demonstration of Bence-Jones protein. The peripheral blood, these are the findings. A rouleau formation is present. I find that there is a hue, a grayish white hue in the background because of the protein that is being precipitated. Any of these pictures can be given. Classically, I used to give this kind of a picture for the student. I find that there is a precipitation of the gamma globulin. So there is sometimes a reversal of the albumin globulin ratio. The bone marrow can be showing some kind of immature cells called the plasmablast. More circular with a circular nucleus. And look at this dots over here showing almost a cartwheel pattern of dispersal of the chromatin. There can be inclusions in the cytoplasm called the Russell's body. Please make use of any of these things and come to a conclusion. I hope people are able to describe this one. It is an easy one, but we should get tuned to it. Do not avoid any particular case. And multiple myeloma is one where the students generally do badly, but it is very, very easy for you to score not less than 90% marks. Gracious.